Alright, I kid y'all not be. I did not want to make no more videos. I understand this crap is not easy. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's like the hardest thing in the world, but I can complain about my problems on another episode. But I finally got a format for my videos and stuff, so I'll at least have something to kind of base my parts off, so that's gonna help. Also, I'm gonna ask in this video while I have most of my viewers come, if y'all don't have a problem with me being outside when I am outside and recording my videos like that, and that doesn't bother you, let me know. For the people that do like it, sub, more family, it makes the content better because I have more people, then I have more input. So I'm like, what should I do for another video? And then everyone's like, do that one what if. What if Deku had the darkness quirk? And I kid you not, I was looking at the comments and I'm like, I think they might want a little bit more of this what if. So how we're gonna do this is gonna be pretty much the aftermath of the battle of Deku just blowing through everybody, just maliciously slaughtering everything. Okay, so it pretty much happens in canon where they get the reward. Bakugo actually isn't bugging out as much, but he's still bugging out, and so that part it is okay with. Let me see where else I'm gonna take this. So we're gonna go to the name callings. Everyone else names in canon. The only name that will change is probably Deku's, and I haven't found a legit name for him. I'm thinking like darkness or something in Spanish, or I have a name idea. I'll probably have his name or something like later on in the video, or not in the video, but I mean like later on another part. But so I'll just say for the sake of it, his name is, I'll just say truth. It's gonna be like truth, but in a different language. And there's the symbolism behind it because people when they're in light, they do all sorts of things. They hide their true colors. But when the lights go out, when it's darkness, your fear, your emotions, all of your truth comes out. Kind of get where I'm going with that. I feel like one person just like, no, I don't. And so we're gonna go to the stain arc fight, and that pretty much that whole scenario and stuff. But the main issue with this is I was thinking about where would Deku go because he can control one for all, easy. So what I'm thinking he's gonna do is he's gonna sense the hatred and darkness in Ida, and he's gonna intern there. But we also got to take into count he's not stupid, and so all right, this part's OP as hell, right? But he's actually gonna intern in multiple places at once. Now you're gonna probably be screaming like, "How the hell would he do that?" Or "Why would he do that?" But how he's gonna do this and why he's gonna do this because he wants to maximize his proficiency. He wants to learn everything he can. So what he does is he starts when he learns about the internship, he makes orbs and starts pouring energy into it. And like he has a whole bunch of food. And he's eating, pouring energy into it. So they all can, if they have to fight, they can fight. If they have to do anything, they can do it. And it's just a shadow clone, but a lot stronger of a shadow clone. So we can just say he goes to different areas. We don't need to necessarily explain where he goes because that'd probably be a plot point later. But he goes to different little areas and he does internships at different places at different times. So the main Deku is with Ida because that's his homie. He's not gonna have a clone because what if the clone gets taken out and he can't save his homie? So he'll have these other places. Even people are in danger or whatever. Oh well. And then he talked it over with like All Might and the principal and that type of stuff. And said these are my clones. They can take a good amount of damage. He punched one of them. They can recover. He healed the clone as he's talking about this. So everybody was cool with it. So they was like, I mean, if he can do it, why not? Now, before, I don't want y'all to think like he can just pop out these clones like it's easy. The reason I said he took time to make these clones extra strong is because if he made like a normal clone, the clone could do things, but it has either a time limit or it only could take so much damage. But enough with that. So how I'm going to play this off is everything happens pretty much like it was in canon. Deku does warn Todoroki a little bit sooner, but we're gonna play this more off the. He put a small little bit of his essence on Ida just to know where he was, and the fight with Stain and all that stuff. We're just gonna jump right into it. I don't really need to build it up. I'm pretty sure most of y'all have already seen it. So, but if y'all need me to go in extra detail with the future of my what ifs, let me know. But simply put, Ida's getting he's getting thrashed. He's getting folded maliciously. Stains on that. You're not a real hero. You're a fake. You're a cupcake. Why are you breathing? Okay, maybe not the breathing part, but y'all get what I mean. And then Deku's just kind of watching this from a distance, like, facts. He's a lot more calm and chill because he knows he can probably one-shot this dude. He doesn't know how his quirk works, but he's trying to figure it out. Deku goes down there right before puts a shadow there, like warps and basically throws out a big body amount of like shadows and spikes and all sorts of stuff. And then Stain's like, oh, that's slightly unfortunate. And so they start duking it out. But Deku wants to train because he kind of can't really train normally. So he's like throwing hands with this man's, and like he gets cut. Stain's like, I'm gonna drink your blood now. And Deku can't move. And he's like, oh. He's like, you're a real hero. He already grabbed the Indian dude or the native hero. Japanese. And then grabs him and moves him back and moves Ida back so he's in the front lines. He said, you're a real hero. I'll let you live. You're a real hero. I'll let you live. He's like, he can't move, but his quirk can. So he starts like getting his shadows to move him up. So he's like moving. He's like, this is unfortunate. So he starts throwing hands with this man's again. But the difference is he's waiting for his blood, his stuff to come back. And eventually he catches on and understands how this quirk works. And understands, okay, it might be dependent on blood type. That dude's been chilling since I got here. Ida's slowly trying to recover, but he's still being trashed right now. So they're throwing good hands. And for the life of Deku, he's struggling to catch this man. Don't get me wrong, he is OP, but this dude's just we too quick. It's kind of like let me say Deku is probably better than him overall, but he's not so strong to where he can easily just one-shot this man, if that makes any sense. And if Deku got a solid hit on him, yeah, he would be dead. He would be out of there. But he's not strong enough just to do that yet. So how the fight continues is they're just throwing good hands. They're throwing back and forth. Stain is trying to get him with knives, trying to do everything. Deku's just blocking this. He has shadows covering his body. He said, I made a mistake. I'm not going to make it again. He's using his shadows like he's kind of sliding on it like it's Todoroki's ice. And then coming in for blows and punches and kicks. And he just can't land a significant hit in the fight. Even with the speeds and boost and stuff. But he's mainly using his shadows. He's not using all for one. And here, I'll even use this to justify his weak state. Since his consciousness is divided so much, he's not at his full power, so he's not able to use everything to its max, if that makes any sense. And so later on, Todoroki pulls up. He comes through icy hot flow, and they start fighting like normal. But now that everyone's here, Ida goes in for a hit. You know how they did that combination attack? That thing kind of happens, but it Stains for whatever reason. It's just like, nah, I'm good. Weave. He gets hit with one, he weaves the other, and then he just like starts milly-whopping these kids, and then everyone's confused. He almost had Todoroki for a good little minute, and so Deku's just like, what to do. All right. He says, hey, yo, guys, check to see if anyone's in the nearby building. And Todoroki was like, no, I passed by them. There's no one here. He said, good. He flexes. He gets he gets buff. Like all his gains, it just, He uses all for one. It's 100%, but not 100% due to his consciousness being scattered. And he's like, all right. And purple lighting is shooting out everywhere. It's it's like his full count. It's not actually there, but it's there. And he puts his hand up in the sky and says, oh darkness, how I command thee. O darkness, how I own thee. O darkness, flow through thee. And he summons the biggest, biggest spirit bomb of darkness you've ever seen in your life. And he it's into like a little pea size and just like, all right, eat this. And then it was almost like a flood of shadows and screams and torture and horror. It was just so much malicious energy. Pretty much most of the stuff got like damaged, but not significantly damaged. It's almost kind of like shadow. It was so much shadows that it had like a physical form, like you can touch it. And everyone's just kind of like back out, like what's going on. Eventually, Endeavor and them. I don't know if they pulled up yet. I don't think they pulled up, but they fight, and then Stain does the same spill he does. Deku is a little tired because he kind of used a lot of his power and he's separated in a lot of spots. He gets captured. Stain helps him. He does binding, blood binding, but this time it is significantly more effective due to the simple fact is, of all that darkness he had, it kind of merged with him a little bit, and it increased it. It like made it worse. And so everybody was just shook to its core. He was like, who's gonna kill me? Because I don't see All Might here. So what y'all gonna do? But he had too much strain on him. And the difference, what happened with the anime and canon is he actually got hit with all those strong hits and his lung got punctured. But he doesn't get punctured here. He stays alive. May play a part later. He stays alive, and they do the whole scene of you're not supposed to use a quirk when they're all in the hospital, but with their injuries being a little more, little less significant. I mean, Deku wasn't damaged, Todoroki wasn't damaged, Ida wasn't as damaged as much as he was in canon, because what's the dude's name? Deku got there and helped him out. So we're gonna pretty much fast forward and go to where they're doing the cram sessions for the entry exams, or not the entry exam, the license exams to get their hero license. And for the most part, there is no big change here. Everything happens like it does in canon. Everything is the same except the fight with All Might, Bakugo, and Deku. The only reason this still happens is because everything is pretty much happening like it happened can. There was no significant event for it not to happen. Okay. So the fight plays out a lot differently due to the fact is Bakugo dislikes Deku because he had a quirk and he was hiding it, and he actually was hiding it. But Deku isn't all scary and cupcake like he was prior. He's just like, so how you want to do this? And Bakugo's just kind of like, I don't know. You tell me. You're the one with the OP power that you've been hiding. Hey, then he's like, all right, dude. Do you want to talk about this? All Might's like, I am here. Deku literally just blasts this dude with like a bunch of shadows. And since he's back at full power after, the internships or whatever, he can do that. Is he stronger than All Might? I don't know. But he just blasts that dude and just sends him far enough for them to hold a conversation. As I was saying, what's wrong? Like, what's your problem? He's like, why? Why was you hiding this quirk? And he's just bugging out about this. And he's like, why were you bullying me? He's like, oh, I, all right then. Until you can answer that question, I can't answer yours. That's just kind of how this works. Anywho, so you want to go get your round with All Might? I'll wait. Yes, he could easily just walk out, but where's the training in that? What's the point of it? And so Bakugo tries to fight All Might. Deku's just chilling there, sleeping. Not really sleeping, but just chilling. Bakugo's a lot stronger than he was in canon because he has a lot more motivation to get better and keep going and keep going and keep going. And you know how he had that special move in canon after like, like I don't know if it was, yeah, it was like right before they actually went to the license. Bakugo already has this move made because he's so determined to become better than Deku because Deku is just so strong. So he does the move and it does do significant damage, but not enough for him to win the fight. And so he's just like, I give. He's like, Deku, I give. I can't. I can't touch him. I'm not on y'all levels. He's like, all right, my turn. He literally flexes on All Might in all fashions, in all form. He's like, Sue, how you want to lose? You want me to use my darkness? You want me to use none of my? He says like a code word, but he's like really referring to all for one. And he said, "Don't think I'm. Don't. I want to see what. Let me see." He would say something to the effect of, "Don't think because you're powerful that I can't beat you." And he just does some super maneuver, but it doesn't do nothing. Deku's OP. He's God here. And he weaves it. He's like, see, you don't kick All Might. All Might's caught off guard by this. Like, what? You don't kick. Whatever you're gonna do is gonna be a punch. Punch has limited range of motion. And if this was in an anime or like if this was recorded or something, I would have it to where it shows this is all the angles punches can go. If I stay out of that range of a punch, plus your range is this much, you're not touching me. Yes, you're fast, but I'm faster. Plus, I literally can teleport into your blind spot. It's not really teleporting. It's just going to where his shadow's at, and then like going right back to it, right back to his previous spot. So it almost looks like it's instant, but it really isn't. And All Might's just kind of baffled at this kid, like, damn. And if you're wondering how OP would he be if he didn't have shadows, he would be. I'd probably say he'd be stronger, honestly, because he wouldn't have to worry about all for one. He could literally just focus on his darkness and only that. But that's a different story. And so they're going back and forth, and he's like, "All right, I'm done now." He uses all for one at max potential, and then just hits All Might with the big body uppercut to Supreme, kicks him down to the ground, kicks him out of the stadium, doesn't kick him all the way out of like the little entrance, brings him back, grabs Bakugo, stops. He's literally doing like the most. He's really just flexing for everyone. Like, I'm flexing all of y'all. I'm better than all of y'all. I'm the number one hero. Y'all need to understand. And it's I wouldn't say it's a pride thing. It's just like a clear example thing. It's like the alpha male ordeal. Like, I'm showing y'all that I'm better than you, and then I'm going the extra mile just so there's no question about it. So basically, he's petty with it. He makes sure him and Bakugo exit at the same time, and while they're exiting, he also captured All Might and everyone. It's just like, where did this kid come? Who is this? Who is this man's? Who is he? Well, why? Why does he exist? So they're just bugging out about that. But and then like we can skip over to where they where Deku has a little talk with the villain when the old boy had his hand, like, man, I can easily just kill you. And Deku's like, what you want, bro? He not even flexing. Like, I could have killed you 3 times. Like, he's more upset than anything, but he doesn't do too much. Mainly everything right there just happens like canon. They just have to talk, and he's like, thank you for the motivation. And then Uraraka comes in. It's like, Deku, are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. I'm trying to see what this villain wants. And then like he's about to try to attack her, and he stops, and he's like, no, you're good. He saves her. He keeps the situation good. No. Continue asking. Because, I would kill you, but I'm not allowed to use my quirk. So I'm not trying to get in trouble. Just go ahead and talk to me what you need to talk and leave. Like, come on. We don't go all day. Because you acting like you about to kill me. And this is almost upsetting. I'm almost insulted. He's like just bugging out. I'm almost insulted by this buffoonery. But that's pretty much where we're gonna end it. And if y'all like the video, like the video. If you want to sub, appreciate it. Tell me what ifs y'all want me to do. Some what ifs, I'm not gonna do every single one of them. I do have my own ideas. And some of the what ifs, I'm just trying to catch them up to, the point of season 3. So when season 4 comes out, I can just crank out all these videos. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I want to get all of them even and all of them caught up. But I will I'll finish all the ones I have now before starting any new ones. Unless there's like a dummy request for one particular one. And like if I keep seeing that comment, I'll just be like, okay. So it's not an end and closed shut case. If there's a particular what if y'all need or y'all want, I can deliver. But besides that, see y'all later.